Welcome to another edition of Loyalty360's Thought Leadership and Loyalty series. In this episode, we talk to Cooper's Hawk Winery and Restaurants about its new loyalty program, how to measure customer loyalty, and more. So Matt, thank you for being here. Can you talk a bit about the new revamped loyalty program, the Cooper's Hawk Ambassador and Ambassador Elite Clubs? Can you tell us a bit about what are the new benefits, when did you make the changes, and why?
Yeah, that's correct. So what we did is basically we had an ambassador program, an existing ambassador program, and it's went through a couple different iterations. So the first ambassador program, it was our top 25 members by their spend in the restaurant. And what we have here to give you a little bit of background is we have a wine club. So that's the subscription model, is the wine club that people pay a monthly fee to get a monthly bottle, either a 1 bottle membership or a 2 bottle membership. But on top of that, we also have a loyalty program where every dollar spent in restaurant or online earns you 1 point. And then 1 point 350 points equals a $25 reward that you can use within the restaurant. So what we were looking at for that ambassador program earlier to when I came on board was the top 25 members by points. So we were looking at that, and then what we did is we held a big banquet for them at the last part of the year, and we found that there wasn't very much attendance. The members weren't really engaged with the program itself, and what we found out was a lot of the big banquet spenders, a lot of the big private party spenders were ambassadors, because you come in and you have a wedding reception or something within one of our restaurants, you spend a big amount of money one time, you became an ambassador. So they weren't very engaged with the program. So what we did is we iterated that again, and we opened it up to the top 200 members, but we excluded private party spend from that. Now, obviously, we've got some people that are high private party spenders that are very frequent as well too. So we also made them ambassadors, but we really focused on the people that were our biggest ambassadors, if you will, for lack of a better term. They were coming into the restaurant frequently. They were spending a large amount of money with us, and so we wanted to reward them with incremental benefits. And then that's correct. That's correct. So yeah, at the beginning it was, just the big one-time spenders. Then we moved it to, okay, if you're a frequent and a big spender, if you're a frequent visitor and you're a good spender with us, that's where we're gonna, incent you. And then we moved even further. So where we're at now is it's kind of a differentiated loyalty program, is how we like to talk about it here, because you have your subscription model, which is the wine club. And what we want to do is we want to keep people retained in that wine club. We want you to, keep coming in, keep, purchasing your bottles on a monthly basis. But at the same time, too, we also want that spend from the loyalty program. We want you coming into our restaurants. So what we had to try to figure out was a way to combine those two together. So that's where we came up with the newest version of the Ambassador Club. And the newest version of the Ambassador Club combines those, because you get credit for transactions within the restaurant and online. But then there's also a piece of it too, where you get what we call ambassador tenure credits, where every month that you've been enrolled in the wine club, you get 10 credits for that. So every dollar that you spend in the restaurant, that's 1 credit. Every month that you're enrolled in the wine club, that's 10 credits. So what it's doing is it's combining those two pieces together, the spend piece and the tenure piece, to give you that your total ambassador score.
All right, great. And can you tell me a bit about how you listen to your customers, or what went into that?
Yeah, a lot of it, and a lot of it is indirect as well. We get a lot of great feedback from our team members as well in the field, saying, this is what the ambassador members really like. We have a contact center as well, where we're getting, qualitative feedback pretty recurring, if not on a daily basis. I hear it quite a bit from the contact center, as you could probably imagine. But that's where we get a lot of our good feedback from. And, we're also doing, small focus groups of team members, as well as wine club members, on a pretty consistent basis.
Have you gotten any positive feedback so far on the new program?
Oh yeah, definitely. We have, and like I said, the contact center. I just talked to our senior manager over in the contact center yesterday, and he said that he's got a handful of people every day calling him and saying, "How close am I? How close am I? Do I, how many more credits do I need?" Because they only have until December 31st to qualify. And what we're doing is we're sending out email reminders to people, hey, Skip, you only got 13 days left to earn X amount of credits for ambassador status. And so people are getting really excited about it. We have a welcome gift that will be going out in January to both ambassador and ambassador elite, just thanking them for their loyalty and congratulations on qualifying for the program.
And how do you define customer loyalty at Cooper's Hawk?
Oh, good question. um, a lot. It's kind of differentiated loyalty for us as well too. I think a lot of it goes back to the tenure piece of it and retention. We really like to focus on retention here, and I think a lot of how we're able to achieve retaining uh, our members is offering them benefits that they won't get anywhere else. We feel like the wine club itself is a fantastic value. If you love wine, you have to be in this wine club. I mean, it's such a great deal. $37.99 for 2 bottles of wine. Plus, on top of that, you're getting pre-sale pricing on one of our most exclusive wine, Barrel Reserve. You're getting monthly tastings for 2. You're getting these experiences like Friends of Cooper's Hawk that I talked about. So it's all of these different things that you're getting in the wine club itself, why people stay retained and why people are so loyal as they are. We've got a lot of members that have been around since day one when we opened in Orland Park back 12 years ago now. So, and I think that's really a testament to how strong the brand is as well. And we've quantified, if you go through and you're an engaged member who's using all of their benefits over a 12-month period, you're receiving almost $1,000 in just benefits alone. So it's a great deal.
How do you typically measure customer loyalty? Is it just repeat business, or is there more to it than that?
Yeah. Right now, we're fairly young in the loyalty space, if you will. So a lot of the key metrics that we're using, whether it be retention rate or it be spend and visits, all three of those pieces are really what we're looking at. Acquisition is also a huge piece for us, being a subscription based model. So those are kind of the key KPIs that we're looking at from a loyalty perspective.
And one of the things we see very often is a lot of changes across a lot of industries. Is this also true in the restaurant industry? Do you see a lot of ways that your customers are changing?
Yeah, we do. We do. This is a highly engaged group in digital as well. We have a great social following. We have a really strong email base. Our email KPIs that we measure are very strong when compared against industry averages. So that's kind of what we see from customers. I think everybody has kind of said it now too, where people don't want to wait for things. You have to be able to offer them things quickly, and that's another thing that we're highly engaged on, is the fact that we want to personalize everything for our wine club members. We want it to be a personal experience every time that they receive that digital communication. So on a monthly basis, when your wine of the month is ready for pickup, what we'll do is we'll send out, Skip, you've got 3 bottles from prior months that you need to pick up, or you're 200 points away from your next $25 loyalty reward, as we call them. So it's that key personalization piece. The spray and pray model isn't something that's going to work much longer. So everything has to be catered to that individual member to help drive that loyalty.
Yes, personalization is key for so many brands today. Also, though, so is the way brands are starting to leverage, mobile technology and social media too. Is that something that you're focused on as well? Are you leveraging these technologies in ways that might be different now than they were in the past?
Somewhat. Yeah, we're more focused on social media right now too, and just once again, it all comes back to personalization. It all comes back to targeting, and how we communicate the right message to the right member. So if we have an exclusive wine that we're rolling out, say our Barrel Reserve bottle, we would look at people who purchased that last year and send them a targeted message on social, just for them.
And finally, how about any challenges with regards to customer data? That's another tremendous challenge that we see many brands trying to manage. Is that a challenge for Cooper's Hawk, trying to leverage data or just trying to sift through it all?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that's the biggest thing now, right? Is big data. How are you crunching big data? And I think that our biggest strength on that is keeping prioritization straight. So what are the key KPIs that we need to focus on with the data that we have available to us. And how do you move those quote unquote big boulders? What are you doing to move the business forward with that data? So we have a fair amount. We've got a robust set of data that we can that we can utilize to help move business the way we need to.
Wonderful. Well, thank you again, Matt Stewart. Thank you for being here again today. And for more videos on our Thought Leadership and Loyalty series, visit loyalty360.org.